Great and perfect. Okay, that shows this is live. We have a proper welcome to the chat room, which is a plus. I do like being able to see chat.
Seeing chat is good. I like it. It's not necessary. We just psychically intuit what chat would say.
Right. It's not like I ever pay any attention.
Absolutely not.
So, Alyasha Hume, thank you for the follow about 17 minutes ago.
Cool.
Just happening to notice that.
Cool.
Hopefully all of the settings and stuff are correct for this, since it's the new source. We just made it like 5 minutes ago.
True. No idea how loud it'll be until we get into the game, though.
So a thing about this game that I should probably warn beforehand is that the sound gets a bit overwhelming at times, so I tend to play it like a bit low.
Okay. Fair enough.
It's what it's doing in the game makes it fit, but it is definitely like
You're warning me in particular because I hate loud sounds.
I'm warning you specifically. I mean, I would say it's not a sudden it's not a jumpy thing. It is a slow build kind of thing.
I'm not big on that.
I will warn you when it's happening at least, and also you folks in chat. But yes, the music in this game is very good. You'll also start to figure it out pretty quick. It tends to have some tells when the music shows up. But this is Hyper Light Drifter. I got this game basically right after it came out, and I love it. It is one of my favorite indie games to come out on Steam in the last few years. It can be a little bit loose controls-wise, but it's still really, really fun, and sometimes you just do things that make you feel like a god. And that's always fun. I'm also really looking forward to this studio's second game, which was just announced a few weeks back, I believe. It looks definitely interesting, and I'm curious to see what's gonna happen. Yeah, we'll figure out the music and all that.
Yep.
At least as we go along. Hopefully everything should be all good.
Okay. Loud noises just scare the wife. It's
like a cat.
like a cat. It's really funny sometimes when he comes home and I don't notice, I'm in the kitchen. And then he's suddenly just there. I'm like, ah! And I'm like one of those cats that suddenly whoops up, and that's me. That's me.
Exactly. Alright, we are going to be starting a new game. I may need to delete one of my save files, but that's fine. Guess I should also mention the first cutscene is the first place that it gets a bit loud, so you'll be able to see. These options didn't all exist. When the game first came out, I think it was just Standard that was out. Newcomer was patched in fairly soon, and then New Game Plus was for beating New Game regularly. I have beaten this game on New Game Plus mode, which, if you know what that is fairly impressive. There's also New Game Alt. So what this was a reward tier for the Kickstarter. I did not actually back the game, but I did send a QA email to them, one of the achievements wasn't working correct, or I got one of the achievements at a time when I clearly shouldn't have had it. So I emailed their support team and was like, hey, this is what happened, this is how I got it, this is what I think is going on in the game even. And the guy really, Alex Preston, the founder of the studio, emailed me back and was like, oh, thank you for this. Would you like a backer code for the game? And I was like, oh, sure.
Yep. Yep, 100% would like.
Perfectly happy with something like that. This game can be quite tough. We'll see how much we end up showing off. I'll definitely be getting all of the pickups on like a standard file, although we'll see exactly how much that entails.
So what does play
the alt did get released much later. So it is the same game. The character just has a somewhat different set of main attacks that you go through. They look a bit different. But let's just get started with standard, the intended challenge level. Yeah, there we go. I have done a lot in this game. As the truck comes in. Yeah, there we go. That's a new game plus file that I've beaten. That's like my original file.
I was a little bit confused, and then I'm like, oh right, American dates.
Yep.
The 2nd to the 26th? That doesn't make any sense. VS, obviously.
Yeah, VS.
VS.
X is...
We're actually playing on the PS4 controller. But the game wouldn't recognize it, so we've had to...
Yeah, apparently sometimes you have a time getting the controller to work. So we went back to DS4 Windows.
Yeah, we're back in DS4, so it thinks it's an Xbox controller.
We used this a lot for
yeah.
streaming earlier on, and then Steam got a lot better support for controllers, which actually helped quite a bit. Let's get going.
Nice planet, nerd.
It's a shame if something were to happen to it.
Oh no! That's so back in top.
Yeah, like I said earlier on, sound gets loud. I will do my best to not make it completely inaudible versus the, while also not blowing out the completely high highs.
Yeah.
So, something appears to have gone wrong.
Well, that's a lot of dead people. Oh, we're, oh, that's not good. Coughing up blood's never a good sign. Oh wow, that's even worse than blood. That's like...
Especially when it turns into a monster.
We're coughing up demon. Uh-oh.
Hello.
Hi, Terminators.
It's fine.
No, they're dead. That's fine.
It's fine.
Crawling away. That's fine. Yeah, sorry, we're trying. We might have to adjust it down even a little bit further.
Yeah, potentially.
Blew out again.
That will happen.
Doggo!
Yep.
Yeah, we're well into ancient Egypt here. That's Anubis, right?
That's
We've
just
already
dog
seen
friend.
Sobek. Yes, we are rapidly flipping those audio balance levers.
This is a very difficult game to play with headphones on.
Yeah.
I'm sure whatever that was is completely fine.
Uh-huh. So we're dead, right? Oh, yeah, completely and utterly dead. 100% dead.
Just fine. Our character is kind of prone to coughing fits. Where you've
Don't worry about it.
kind of woke up at the base of this strange statue here. Almost a bit dog-like.
Are there audio controls with it?
There should be.
Oh.
Yeah.
I see the problem.
Yup.
I very much see the problem, alright?
Oh yes, he's definitely dying of consumption. So this is our drifter. Doesn't really have a name. You can do this dash thing 3 times before
His
stops
name is
you.
Drifter Boy.
Yep. Less drifter. Hold Y, we get items. That was a heal pack. If we look up top.
Another thing we should probably do is unthingy our mic so we're a little bit louder.
Potentially, yeah.
I don't think we're hitting the thing as much as we were. I don't know why.
God knows. Could just be the sensors in a weird place. By the way, if you don't move long enough, your boy just has a seat.
Alright.
So it's telling us to use LB to heal. If you look on the top left, the large green bars with 2 missing are our health, and the small blue or green boxes are the number of heal packs that we have. When you use a heal pack, you stop for a second and heal to full. The thing is about this game that's really important to know is there's no health ups. That 5 health is the amount of health that you have.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Alright. Don't worry about Drifter. He's fine. He's fine.
And yes, the developer Alex Preston has a heart condition that could potentially kill him at pretty much any time. Kind of where a lot of the inspiration for this game came from.
Oh dear.
So these are pits. If we jump off of them, you fall down. You lose 1 tick of health. In a game where all you have is 5 health, that can be fairly a good amount of health. There are these boys. Their attacks are fairly obvious.
Jumpy boy.
I say as I get hit by one of them.
Jumpy boy.
Tend to use dodges to avoid them. It may be a little bit hard for us to hear on our side because I have the volume down a bit. I'll probably just actively manage it for us.
Yeah.
But when you dash, you can actually tell how many you have left by the pitch of the dash. It goes down for each one.
All right.
And so that's a way to keep track of it.
If you say.
Fun fact. This glowy thing is a hitty thing. Hit it, make some platforms. You press Y to see what your health is, or ping the HUD as they say.
Ping the HUD.
Y is also the interaction thing.
Ping the HUD. Ping the HUD. Butter.
Here's a dead body.
Ah, dead man. Hello.
We steal most of our things off of dead bodies.
That sounds right.
We get a gun for that.
I love gun.
Yeah, you can use the left button to aim and the right button to shoot a bullet. If you look now below our health, there is an ammo bar. To refill ammo, you basically just slash things. You can actually see the bar filling up there. So, like, the bar will fill up partially, and then when it fills all the way up, you'll get a tick of ammo. Ow. That man has a gun.
Wow, he has a gun.
Need to get used to, like, doing healing and stuff. The L button. I'm definitely pressing, like, Dark Souls buttons for this right now. By the way, we currently have a max of 3 heal packs. That you can bring up. If you pick up a heal pack when you're already full, it will just heal you to full.
Cool.
There's this boy right here. Big ol' roll body boy who's definitely seen some better days. We head over to this way, we can kind of see that there's not much over here, but there is another switch type thing up there. This game tends to use color to tell you, like, pretty much everything. You get really used to interacting with things that have this kind of pink on them. Your little, like, dude with the nose thing that's following us around will also be very helpful for telling you things that you can actually use. So definitely pay attention to him as he goes around.
Alright, getting out of tutorial station.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Making
what
sure
did
we
those
fill up our
flowers
things.
ever do to you?
Well, they do refill our ammo when I slash them.
What did those flowers ever do to you?
Got in my way.
You're a monster.
It's fine.
They're crates are fine. Crates you can blow up. Flowers is just mean. Bye, bird.
So, we do see that city that we saw at the start.
So, is that the future or the past?
That will become apparent fairly quickly.
Flowers are fine.
Uh-oh. Oh no, that's expected. Just
Oh.
more. Our boy's having him a cough.
Are you gonna spit up a demon, my dude?
Just be haunted by it.
Oh no, he's coming to get us. No. Hello, thank you.
It's fine.
Thank you, friendo.
Like our poor little fly thingy knocked over. Ugh.
Ugh.
Polishing up around his house.
Thanks, friendo. Bye, friend.
What's this? Oh, hell yeah. Map
We're
button.
stealing his map?
I think he left it there for us.
Seems mean to steal his map.
This map is my desktop background. I love this map so much. It can be a little bit hard to parse sometimes, particularly because the game doesn't really tell you where you are beyond a basic thing. But I really, really like it. This map is beautiful. I also see a lot of things in it. Like, the thing that I really like about it is that all of these areas that you can see on it are actually one-to-one representations of things that we will find on the map. There's also a mirror.
And sharp.
There's also a bed we can just walk into. Look at us, all stuck in bed and stuff.
We're actually under the covers. What's that bullshit?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't allowed.
Yeah.
Don't break his stuff.
We will eventually be able to do things with these three things. You may, in fact, actually be able to tell what all of these monitors are for if you look around them. But we'll get to that when we get to that. The game does not have very much text outside of some basic tutorials. Pretty much everything that it tells you is told through pictographs. Including things that people tell you, for that matter. There will be several things that you kind of have to just puzzle out what are being said, but it does tell us that that big diamond thing seems to lead to those little sliver things, and that there's a bunch of those little sliver things. Don't worry about it.
Alright.
As we pop out, the game forces us to go over here. But that's a really good thing, because this is a warp point.
Okay.
We can now warp to here from anywhere at
Alright.
any time, basically,
Nice.
which is quite nice.
I love quick travel.
Yep. Each area has exactly one warp.
Ah.
So we come down here and immediately see something that's looks a lot like those
Crow,
pictographs.
Doggo!
And also a doggo.
Doggo.
This dog I love because
Who's Doggo?
you're kind of presented with 4 different directions you can go in. This dog always goes east. East is East is like basically one of 2 areas that are generally considered to be better starting areas.
Doggo.
And the game subtly pushes you over.
Chase the doggo. Oh, we're not chasing the doggo.
We're not chasing the doggo, no. And in fact, if you go over to the other side...
Twitter, you chose for us not to, like, run after the doggo.
If you go to the next screen there, the doggo is not there.
No.
It's basically to get you to go over in that direction. Go over there.
Yeah, I agree. 0 out of 10 game. Fucking
but
teasing me with a good doggo.
We're in a town. Things about the town: we can dash around. However, we can't pull our sword. Our drifter says, "I don't think so." And I try to hit the sword button. There's a guy flipping meat here. By the way, if we ping our HUD near someone, they'll go back at us. There are also people like this who will actually say things to us. For example...
Is that a ram man? Wolf man? Half wolf, half sheep?
There's a lot of furries in this game. But they were saved by the guy who saved us.
Just... Hello?
So, and whoever that is definitely has a bit of a reputation in town. These are upgrade shops. We will be seeing them once we have ways to get upgrades. Oh. There are a lot of individual noises that get made in this game. There's a robot.
Okay. So this is the wolf ram lady.
I believe so. Yes. There's a lot of different places that you can see in town. Eventually I will be able to get around a little bit faster and much dumber. There's a man over here who's blue like we are.
On a boat. An adventure party, beating Bunny. Sure, look at his corpse.
And now he drinks.
Now he drink.
We see this door, which clearly we don't have the keys for, so let's not worry about that. By the way, there are exits on the north, south, east, and west of town. You can go any direction, but if you go to the south, we will be blocked off fairly quickly. Show this off real quick. It will be immediately obvious.
Oh, hello.
That we cannot pass through here until we beat all 3 other zones. Because these blocks will go down once we beat the zones. So that'll be for a few streams from now. By the way, these are edges. If you try to walk your drifter off an edge, he'll be like, maybe not. But if you really try, you can do it. Sure thing. We did in fact vote for West. So that'll be fun. Area locked off over here. There's a skeleton with a banjo over here, so that's fun. A small child. But I think we've more or less seen most of what's in town other than the upgrade shops, which we'll eventually look at. Although, given that we're going west, I'm probably going to be choosing what items we buy instead of putting it up to vote. I'm gonna need all the help I can get. Let's wander our way over west. You'll very quickly notice that we are in the outskirts of that capital town that we were in before. It's fine. Sometimes drifting across ledges is more of an art than a science.
Hello.
Make our way in here. Ah! Creepy little robot thing.
Really, man. Oh no, you're collecting bones.
Just pushing bones out of the way.
Don't push those bones around.
Nothing else fun around here. So we are in the ruins of the city that we saw at the start. So yes, this is decidedly after the starting cutscene. This here is actually the edge of town. If we take a look at the map, you can see that there's actually gigantic diamond walls around the edge of town. And we are just outside of them now. They all also have these robot sentinels kneeling by them. These things here can be quite annoying, but as long as they're not attacking you in too many numbers, they're pretty easy to take care of because they die in one shot. Those things over there are explosive, so don't hit them with your sword.
Sure.
Or do hit them with your sword, as long as there's other things nearby.
Oh, hey, look, it's a mecha.
Yeah, there's definitely some remnants, along with, you know, lots and lots of bodies.
Do we just, like, fuck up and not save the city? Is that what the starters are?
No, actually.
Alright.
But we'll get there.
Alright.
This right here. These things were not everywhere in the original game, but when you see this little square with a little L in it, that always marks off a secret. So you want to keep that in mind, and keep your eyes peeled for them. The thing that I like about them design-wise is that this whole game is square as hell, as is, you know, very obvious. It's very easy to miss them if you're not paying attention. But here we find our first data chip. These are money.
All right.
They will be exchanged for goods and services. These invisible platform type things, they are always there. What a little ping like this does is just show them for you, so that you're not jumping completely blind. The game will very rarely expect you to jump completely blind. I'll put it that way. This looks like tree cover. It's actually not. We can stand on it. I always found that a little confusing. I'm already full on health, so getting this health pack doesn't actually do anything.
Okay.
If you've ever taken any damage, it's basically, but you're full on health packs, you might as well just grab that one to get a full heal. We come up to here and we see some raccoon statues.
Oh, right. We didn't go Sobek way.
No.
People should have picked north.
Clearly.
We got to see Sobek.
So once again, there's this little secret icon. We walk down here, we get another secret. Most of the secrets lead to like data bits and things, but there are a decent number of other collectibles in this game.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna fight Tanuki.
Mm-hmm. Baby. By the way, it is entirely possible to get yourself into very awkward situations with the jumps in this game. I'm gonna have to decide what I'm gonna buy first. That'll be an interesting one. One thing I really like about this game is just how, like, run down this entire thing is. Burb.
Hi, Bird.
Like, this place isn't just apocalyptic, it is post-apocalyptic. Whatever happened here happened a long, long time ago, and no one has really even had time to clean it up. Make our way over to here. We'll find something I can't do anything with, I believe. But, put a pin in it. Oh, never mind. This is perfectly fine, it turns out.
Oh, hello. Who are you?
So remember we saw one of these things in the little tutorial thing. As you can see, there's a few of these in each area you want to grab. Hitting this will show us that this is activating a thing. Look around here. Seem to be too much else. There's also clearly a battle that happened around here a long time ago.
Loot the body.
Sadly, these bodies have nothing to loot. Our little friendo would tell us if there was.
Aww.
That's all that's down here. Very easy to miss this.
Wanna loot the body. Steal his knives.
The thing that I really like about the aesthetic is that it makes it really easy for them to sort of hide secrets, but also not make them feel like bullshit, because that little secret marker is almost always around them. I always like that a lot, because it made me really like run around the entire map and like check things out.
Hello.
Hi there. What do you have to say?
Okay. Raccoon Man? Got a fluffy tail. Okay, boss of the area.
Yes,
got
so
it.
there is
got
an
it.
NPC in each area who will tell you where the boss is and give you a descriptive little picture
alright.
of him. A lot of little pictures in the game. Obviously, our goal is to go a bit more west, but fuck that, actually. Can't really get around here. Doesn't also see too much around. I'd get a health pack, but I'm full because I haven't actually fought anything. Which, hey, is the best way to survive. Can't die if no one kills me. Good question, Belafon. As you get here, you can see we're clearly getting further into the forest. By the way, the map will only give you a generalized idea. This was the bridge that we just passed. And we'll be coming up to some stairs, among other things. But the map won't tell you exactly where you are, just essentially like room by room. Squirrel.
Squirrel.
A Grue.
Goblins. What are these enemies called?
Dirks, I believe.
Dirks!
Funnily enough, they have some of the highest health in the game. At 3 shots. Now, hilariously...
Oh, there's many.
Yes, there are
there's
quite
many.
a few. This area is not exactly meant for beginners. By the way, sometimes enemies drop data chips. It is specific to enemies, so like it's deterministic.
Not random, there are specific enemies that have money.
Yep. One of the enemies in this group has money. We got it. The thing with Dirks is that they will, like, they have 3 health, which means that you can full combo them, and they will attempt to attack you. Another thing about Dirks is that if you kill all of their friends,
Oh no!
they have a tendency to panic.
Oh, no!
Oh, see? He had other friends.
I was so scared.
So yeah, the one thing about Dirks is that if you don't get your full combo off on them because you're being distracted by another one,
Or by me, yeah.
or by you telling me I'm a horrible person.
Or by the wife. That's fair. That's fair. There was
Uh,
a mini pack down at the bottom.
yes, and there is also a data bit up there, but we can't make this jump. So we will have to come to that from the other direction. But yeah, the interesting thing about them for being the most basic enemy is that they're actually fairly dangerous when they're in large groups, because like one of them will distract you from another one. And their attacks take a while, but they are they will still hit you if you're stuck with them. The other interesting thing though is that they are basically beat upable by pretty much any tech in the game. Like, any sort of special skill that you buy, you can bet it's going to be effective on them. Game has a lot of heal packs hidden around. Heal packs are often given to you as sort of like a lesser reward for things of just like, we don't want to put a data bit here, but we do want to say congratulations for making it over here. Which is a design that I like. If we come up this way, that definitely seems big and
Oh, that's like one of those big robots
skeletal.
that melted earlier.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Sure, we'll never have to fight one of those.
A lot of the time I will press myself up against pretty much everything. Partly because there were some flowers blocking my path there. And there we go. 4 of those little data parts gives you a data bit, which is currency. So that is 1 unit of currency. Most things in the game cost 2 or 3, so we can almost buy something.
Yay!
Hooray! And yes, the game is designed for you to complete it, like to be able to be completed without any of the skills. So it is absolutely possible to do this area without buying anything.
But we won't.
I will definitely be buying things because I'm not that much of a masochist, but
You did their no death run.
I have done a no death run, yes. I've gotten that Chivo. There are ways to cheese a no death run. I did not do them.
Got an all achievement.
I don't quite recall. Ah, yes, it's not actually. Make our way up here. One thing about your sword is it is like, you know, it can target as many things as you want, as long as they're in your hit range. Oh, another one of these doors, although it only requires 3 of whatever these are. And there's also another secret marker over here. Following it over this way leads to more of these. Yeah, like these things, if you don't know, like you'll only start noticing them about halfway through the game a lot of the time. And it'll suddenly be like, oh shit, there's a thing over here. They're a lot more plentiful. Like they were basically patched into the game to be a lot more plentiful than they were originally, which is the thing I really like. Oh, hello there.
Hi.
He was hiding in the forest for us to show us that there's actually a path over here. It leads to another data bit, and this is actually a cliff face, so we can't get up here, but it does show us something a little interesting looking. We can't quite get to it, but of course our little boy flies over there just to make sure that we know that that's interesting and you want to see that. But that'll have to be for later. I love the way that this game sort of like sprinkles secrets and things and taunts you with them. It makes you feel really good as an observant player when you're like, oh hey, there's a thing over up here. I wonder if I can go get that. And the map itself is all connected in a completely logical way. So like when you go down there and see that there's kind of a path leading over to here, you sort of realize if you go down and around it, that you'll be able to find the secret that leads over to here with enough digging around. It's one of the things I really like about this game because it makes it feel really rewarding to run around without having to look up at a guide for every single secret.
You're stuck.
Well, a little tough.
Stuck.
Worth noting that dashing will get you out of a lot of situations.
Lost a donkey in pits.
That it will.
I actually said that before he dunked himself in that pit. Because
we're catching on like the auto ledge thing here. That's it. You can get yourself stuck in some interesting positions in this game. I don't believe I've ever actively taken a death because I couldn't get off a thing, although there's a few that are kind of mean. That said, you can always just, like, if you're stuck in a spot, warp to some other place. So that is always available to you. Let's continue. You see another elevator down there. Or up there, actually. Another area with a door that we can't quite get to. More squirrels. They have like little antlers.
They do. They're adorable. They actually look like Vulpix.
Yeah, they do. There's
Oh no!
These dogs are fuckers.
Oh no!
As with any game that has dog enemies, these dogs are hell. And they are one of the reasons that this section is quite difficult.
You killed the doggo!
Yes, so they can take a hit from you, and they will jump on you pretty aggressively. So without one of my techs that I lean on quite hard, they will definitely be one of the ones that I have difficulty. I know.
You keep killing the doggo!
I'm literally the worst, actually.
I know!
Find another secret over here, though. To distract her from the crystalline doggos.
They're so cute!
We find the first of these crystals. So the way that these crystals work is that they regrow. You can slash them. It takes about 3 slashes to kill them, but they will come back. And if we stand in here, we do in fact get crystallized, and you gotta mash your way out of that. Which, when you're in combat, can be quite difficult. Hello there.
Hello.
Work with a gun. Don't worry about him. Too cute to live, too angry to die. We won't be going and seeing that guy for quite a bit.
Well, he looks so happy to see us. Doggos.
Yeah, so you can sort of stop them with your slashes. But, Slashing is not the most optimal way to take care of them. There are quite a few different ways in this game, and the one thing I like about it is that it really lets you adapt your playstyle how you like to play. There are things that you can do where you play very cautiously. There are also things you can do where you just go buck fucking wild. We will eventually be going buck fucking wild, but it may take a bit for us to get to full power. One nice thing about the crystals is that because they recharge, you can actually recharge your gun quite well on them. Since they'll come back and then I'll be able to get more stuff. So here I kind of gotta bait them into attacking me and then jump out of the way of them. We do get down to this elevator here. So I think I'm actually presented with a few different ways to go because this would take me one way.
Oh, no shoot dog with gun.
Down here would take me another way. Yeah. Actually, no. This is
where you
up
came from.
and yeah. Right. I think up is not progress, but I could be wrong. We'll figure it out.
For Doggo Court.
Yes, this is in fact not the way to go. Perfect. As with any game, as with any good JRPG, if you start going the right way, you gotta go fuck and then immediately turn around. Another little secret symbol right here.
I've never played a Fable game.
We pop our way up, we get another data bit, and we've got 2 now, so that's good.
My only mall in you is black and white.
The only mall you knew?
Yeah. Oh, hello. Well, you seem to have a problem, Mr. Cat. Oh,
Yes.
Mrs. Cat. Miss Cat? Dr. Cat?
Good question. However, in this place, we kind of can't flash.
Oh.
And I mean, frankly, to do that would probably be to break them into small crystalline pieces, so... More of a respect for the dead kind of thing. This did look like a lovely little abode with a dinner table, though.
You can't free the cat, Chef Cat?
No.
You can never free Chef Cat?
Nope.
Mean.
You'll find we're not really the ones who get to choose.
Free
Okay,
Chef
this
Cat.
is definitely...
Free Chef Cat.
So progress should hopefully be in this direction, or there's another door that I should have just gone down. Who knows? One thing about every area is that it has basically 2 sections to it. There's an above ground, and then there's an underground bunker. The map is a lot more sparse when it comes to these. It will give you a basic idea of like what's around, and it'll show you where there's like ways back up to the mainland, but won't really tell you too much. By the way, did mark off the thing that we hit earlier. All of these will get marked off on the map, which is quite useful for when you have no idea where they are.
Yeah, you're right, it's Chef Tanuki.
Chef Tanuki. We come down here, have a bit of a coughing fit. I'm sure it's fine.
Are those scripted?
Yes. They will happen in certain places, and they will also happen after you do certain things. Worth noting, there's a bunch of suits of armor here that look a bit samurai-y, and some swords.
Oh, I was wondering what those were.
Yes. Things in this game can be a little bit hard to parse a lot of the time. You do eventually kind of just get used to it. The whole art style. Yes. Sometimes your boy will tell you about things before they've actually shown up. Which can be quite useful.
Like we're coming into someone's home and destroying all these suits of armor, and it seems mean.
Mm-hmm. Well, not the suits of armor. Uh-oh. Door's locked behind us.
Oh, hey, hello. Hello, gunman.
Yeah, this is the sort of scenario where, like, the sheer number of these guys can be quite overwhelming. That said, they're not too dangerous if you know to kite them. They also get stuck on things pretty easily.
Poor jerks. Oh no, leave him alone.
Okay. Sometimes they drop data bits, but usually you hit the one that, like, there's one specific one that'll do it, and it's not like it's necessarily the last one.
Oh no.
He worked up his nerve there. I think that was fair game. Oh wait, no, that was a different one. I think they do sometimes. There are definitely a lot of points in the game where they, where there's one just waiting to ambush you. Ah, actually, I'm locked in here.
Oh no!
Sorry.
No.
I know, I'm the worst.
For dirt.
Uh-oh.
Hello.
So, if you've played other areas in this game for a while, you're used to fighting Dirks. They are basically the mooks of the game. These raccoons are part of the reason this area is a bit tougher.
Uh-oh, those are enemies?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Yep. So they telegraph their attacks, which is nice. They have 5 health. And by the way, our combo, you can do 3 in a row before you have cooldown, basically. So these guys with 5 health are a lot more difficult to combo. They're also stuck in this, but they will come out of it to beat the crap out of you. By the way, your dodge does not grants invincibility frames, but it does move you instantly. There are things you can do to get invincibility frames, though.
Well, we're just a goddamn murderer. Dogs, raccoons, Dirks.
Speaking of dirt.
Oh no. Oh. Oh boy.
In my defense, they are all attacking us.
Honor!
We will eventually get tools to help me deal with these guys a good deal faster. Ah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you definitely want to take care of dogs as fast as possible because they are so fucking annoying to deal with. Ah, by the way, it's like tough to kind of see it a lot of the time, but they will reflect your projectiles back at you. So like, I shot my gun at him, but because he was doing a slash, it shot it back at me. So that's a thing that can happen. Every time you hear one of those howls, you are terrified. Because those guys are because those dogs are like, oh god, where's it coming from? They will also make a beeline straight for you.
Whoa.
Well, a little bit of a stucco-woo.
no.
Oh lord.
Oh boy.
Yeah, the other thing about it is like if you dodge all the way out of the way of them, it can be tough to get them in before they get another one in. Oops. Ah. It's fine. Ow. Your gun is quite quick, by the way. This one always does 1 damage, and it has quite a bit of ammo, so it's quite good. It is reasonable to try to beat the entire game with it. Ah, surprise, it's a Dirk. I think the dog was there earlier. Yeah. I think the dog was one of the ones that came to meet us, as dogs basically always do.
Dogs do.
Dogs, they're right fuckers.
Dogs are...
There's a lot of switches like this that take a long time to hit so that you can't hit them when you're in combat. They are specifically there to make you go, maybe not. Maybe not when a dog is trying to nip my ankle off.
No. Mm-hmm. Doggo eat person.
Doggo eat drifter.
Sure you had it coming.
Ah! The thing about this forest is like the trees have a lot of squarish patterns in them, which can make secrets like this one even more difficult to find. Ow. Slashed in the wrong direction. By the way, you'll slash in whatever direction you've got, you move the thing for. Oh yeah, these dudes will also dodge out of the way sometimes. They will generally be a step up from whatever enemies you've been fighting in the previous zones if you went north or west, but we don't care. I don't think there's anything else to go around for here. So let's open this up. This may cause a coughing fit to happen and I may need to lower the volume again. Fair warning, these things are... As your most obvious measure of progress, it's kind of obvious why. Also might not happen. They're not random exactly, but each area kind of places them in different spots with like different numbers of ones gotten.
Okay.
You can also get them in any order.
Ah.
Like, we didn't have to have found the first one. There's another thing about them that we'll get to when we get to. One of the things that I thought was really, really good and interesting UI design, because it made me go like, oh, neat, when it happened. A lot of the time it can be really good because your third slash has a lot of cooldown to it, to do like 2 slashes and then quickly fire your gun at them. Because that can do a lot of damage, or very quickly.
Nice.
So yeah, the nice thing about the combat, as was mentioned by someone in chat, is that there's very much a flow to it where bullets are safer, but you run out of ammo for them. So you really want to go and get up close and slash people, start weaving combos in. This game has a lot of really custom combos, partially because enemies tend to have a lot of knockback, and it leaves you with a lot of room to kind of just, do whatever you want to style on them. You very much get the fantasy of someone who is way better at combat than any of these fucks. We do get this, though.
Warp point.
This is the one warp of the area. By the way, warps heal you, which is also nice.
Nice.
Warp here anytime using the map. And now that we have that, I am going to pop back into town and do some shopping.
Shopping?
I know, terrible. I have to decide what I want to buy first.
Alright.
I'm not sure.
Everything.
This game has quite a few upgrade options. 3 is enough, I think, to buy any one thing. Some things cost 2, some things cost 3. There's quite a few things that I like quite a lot. So we've got a sword shop and a dash shop up here. We have a Pokeball shop, a gun shop, and if we go up...
I'm sorry, capitalism
here.
infects the stream.
And if we go over there, that is a health shop. I'll go in there to show it off, although it's not what I'm going to spend my stuff on. There's much more useful things. But we go in here. By the way, every single shopkeep has their own art, and it's very good. He basically sells a fourth and fifth health pack up. So you can carry more health packs. These are the only health upgrades in the game.
Doggo!
There he go.
Bye, doggo!
Hello, Burb.
I'm
So,
not sure
yeah.
what that guy was, like a rat man?
Yeah, I think it was a weasel.
Weasel, cool. Stoked.
There's this.
Alright, Bender.
I love the cigar and the hair. So this makes you immune to projectiles while dodging. It can be a little bit tough to figure out what these are, what the pictographs are. Oh, my bad. Oh no, this is the dash, the big dash, the great dash that I love. This does not explain it very well. We may or may not actually end up getting that. This is the thing that makes you immune to bullets. You get that while you're dashing.
Yeah,
you get this little thing.
It's fair. The Twitter account that popularized Doggo is capitalism, but I'm still gonna call them Doggos, Puppers, and Dugs.
Yeah, so this is the chain dash, and we're gonna buy that eventually because it is the dumbest shit in the game, and I love it. But I probably want some of the combat upgrades first.
Doug, pet the Doug, pet Doug.
And then there is this, which is dash and slash, which basically you do a giant spear attack straight in front of you. It's very useful, and I'm not sure whether I want to get this, or if we go over to the sword shop.
Birdman.
Birdman. Ah, this one's great. These two have some great idle animations. Bonk. Very good. By the way, this is the bonus drifter. Just sitting in the shop here. This is the character we could have played as.
Okay.
Just FYI, if you didn't know that. So here, there's a charge slash that you can get.
Guy.
A Stoat and a Vash the Stampede jacket.
Yeah.
Ferret. This lets you deflect bullets back. This is very, very useful, but we'll be getting it later. And this is the other one that I'm considering. This is Slash and Dash. This has iframes on it. So you use... this is probably what I'm going to buy. Because it's very, very useful for getting yourself out of
Frat has Pompadour.
difficulties. So there's a lot of really good things. I think we'll have stuff to buy most of the upgrades that I want by the end of this session. So that should be good. I think I'm going to go ahead and buy this. I use this a ton. I also have to go to the bathroom.
Oh no.
Yep, I will be right back. Sorry about that.
We'll look on the glorious vision of H-Bomber Guy. And
You can watch the little boy, the little guy try to learn swordsmanship.
Hmm? Bonk. Oh. Yeah, Vickers has been watching the new Eternal draft, like, or Eternal set, sorry, and cards, like, all day. We will be playing it tomorrow. Poor child, trying to learn how to sword and keep getting hit on the head, baby. No hit sword on hit. No. That child needs a helmet. Ew. We sitting, we chilling. Gloves, shin pads, basically anything to protect this small child from himself. It's a good thing that sword ain't sharp. Yes, true. It's made out of Irwood. You know what? Me, I get to play now. Do I know what I'm doing? No. Hello, Pelican Man. Hello. Ah, that's how I dash it. Okay, so there are 4 of these per area. Cool. Now let's do. That rumble. Oh, hello. Hello, big frog man. Rub my face up against everyone. Boop, boop, boop. That's a frogman. I need a frogman. I assume this is gun upgrade shop. Hello. How do I talk? Ah, hold it. Okay, so this is a black mage. Hello. Okay. Looks like scatter shot. Fair enough. Bye, baby. I see. So this area is locked off until west, of course. Hello, skeleton. Alright. Nice to see you too. Ah, I see. So we would get past this wall when we do the west. That would be cool. Can't kill these flowers. They're safe from Vicus. Ah, yes. Go to bed. Go to bed while we're waiting. Weird, it's normally cards that does this to him. Uh-oh. Ah. Okay, light switch. Fair enough. I can blow up stuff in my house, but not in the village. That's fair. You're right. You're totally right. Leaving the light on while I'm not here is incorrect. I have to. I have to turn. You're right. You have to turn the light off before you leave.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. Gotta be environmentally conscious, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why, thank you. Alright, sorry about that. Let us be off and back. By the way, there's also a status screen that kind of tells you about things. It does kind of hint the fact that there's more than one gun in this game, considering we have 2 slots per gun.
It was like that in the gun shop as well.
Yep.
There's clearly another slot.
Yep. But let's head over to here and teleport. Good job, Mario.
Teleport.
Alright, now that we're out of town, this is what we bought.
Hi, birdos.
So if I slash and then dash, it's basically the same time. You see that little after image that I get. And what that is some invincibility frames and I believe a 2 damage attack.
You do need a little bit of a cipher to understand this game.
Yes. It's very much, I have played this game enough that I know what every single one of these things means. When you're first playing it, it's kind of figure it out as you go along. Importantly, if you look at the top left by our HUD, when I do that, I use a sizable portion of that new energy meter that just appeared above it. So I can't just keep doing that forever.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, we are actually presented with a few different directions to go here. I will go down first because that's the one that stops me. So we see a mechanic blocking us off because we don't have enough of these triangles.
Haven't made a full square yet.
No.
Is it square? It's just tilted on it.
One thing that I do in fact know about this is there are actually 2 paths here. Left and up will eventually converge at the same place. So let's just go left. Little secret down here. If I walk over, there's even more secrets. Secrets in 2 separate directions. Ah, yes, from like the locked door, there's a thingy. But let's just hop over to here. Head down some stairs, why not? Into the dark. And doggos. This room is, if you want to know why I bought this first, it will one-shot dogs.
Yeah.
As long as I use my time right. Which, you know, no promises. Spoiders.
Goddamn spoilers.
Spoiders! Make our way over here, and we do find another one. I'm kind of finding secret ones all over. It's fine. Ah!
No, no!
Yes, that is why this is really, really good. Because it also gets me out of my own terrible, terrible mistakes. I love this attack. I also love the dash and slash attack. They're both very good. Often with different effects.
Too many doggos.
Mm-hmm. Sound had a little bit of an issue there. Know if there's else in. I did check this corner over. It went anywhere. Always good to kind of press yourself up in little things like that just in case, but oftentimes it'll just be nothing. Luckily, you can usually be pretty sure when you do something like that that it is nothing, which is always nice. Whoosh. That's a very comforting sound out in the distance. This room is gonna introduce a new mechanic.
Oh boy. Uh-oh.
Ow. So those shards do 2 damage. They're quite painful. Oh, hello there.
Hi, Dirk. Crystal spiders.
Yes, these things will also crystallize you. They are similar to the other spiders we've been fighting, but yeah. Hello there. Oh dear.
Mm-hmm.
I may have slightly beheaded that boy.
Little bit.
By the way, if you time it just right, the sword swing can hit them, and then the ability can hit them, which turns it into a 3 damage attack. There's a lot of things in this game that, like, may have originally started as glitches. I know, he made me bleed my own blood. But that were awesome, so they just kept. That may have been one of them.
Yeah, heads grow back, it's fun.
Yeah. Just a scratch. You may notice the, stuff's getting, you know, more crystals. And in fact, some trees seem to have crystallized as well.
Just to build up to the crystallized raccoon.
It is also, this attack is also very good against these guys.
They're also a little bit.
Yes, their armor's got a little bit of crystal in it. Ah, that guy's got a gun. These guys are really annoying. Always go for gun guys first. Oh yeah, the other thing about this attack is that it will go through every enemy between you and it and do the 2 damage to them. Which means it's really good crowd control. By the way, actually not when I'm dashing like this. So there will be a mechanic eventually that makes this dash a bit less. Back up here. We start hacking our way through more and more crystals.
Of course.
And, oh dear.
Uh-oh.
More, crystal people.
Oh, what's that for?
Well, mostly because I couldn't get through. That said, it's probably even worse than that.
Now a crystal?
I mean, he was already a crystal.
Was
I think he's just growing. Yeah, I think it just regenerates him forever.
Oh.
Don't stand on those for too long.
Dear. That's a little bit nightmare fuelish.
Oh, this game's got a bit of that. This game's definitely got some shit in it, particularly for like a little pixelated, cute game. Hello there.
How come you ain't crystal,
This is an
buddy?
old raccoon.
Ah, Terminator.
And a
So
giant laser that they
Try
were
to
fighting
use
at
like
it.
a crystal laser on him.
And
Uh-oh. That backfired, huh?
I mean, it did work. Perhaps at great cost, one could say.
Oh no, the zombie giants are Ain't that scary. Being forever encased in crystal and when you're like blown up you just grow back, that's fucking nightmare.
This thing over here is meant to be protected from you, but you can totally fucking blag this. Heal instead of doing the aim thing.
Nice.
There's a gun you'll eventually get that makes that shot a lot easier, but fuck that, actually. You can see why having the ability to reflect bullets would be really nice here, but... By the way, when they declare their attack, they will not change direction. Whee! Battles in this game are fast, and they can often result in you doing dumb stuff.
What happens if you die?
If you die, you restart at the start of a room.
Okay.
So it's not, like, heavily penalized.
Cool, cool, cool.
By the way, the spikes will regenerate here, but you do, when you trigger them, have a few seconds that you can walk over them safely. Well, about a second, let's call it. Yeah, like until they light back up again. By the way, those spikes will hurt enemies as well. They will trigger them, and it will hurt them. And generally kill them, because those spikes are fucking terrifying. This here used to have a glitch to it, where the camera wouldn't pan all the way down. And a thing about this, this game was made in Game Maker Studio. And a thing about their default engine is that when things are off screen, they don't like have interactions. So it could be really awkward getting out to here. Double secret. Stop that. And then this here, so this is another key door that has a lot of keys required. This here was one of the worst ones. I literally could not get the screen to scroll down, so I like couldn't get here. That's just accidentally. And it's fine. It's much easier to aim the gun with a mouse, by the way. I'm using a stick for that. It's fine though. All this way, get another data bit. Be able to buy more shit in no time.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Hello,
I can't wait
HP
till I'm not
Gross.
waiting.
This is Hyperlight Drifter, the game that was voted for by our patrons.
Indeed. It's gonna be a bit awkward. You can just barely stand on the edge of that. Oh, good to go through here.
You're finishing the game.
Indeed.
Oh, we should announce we're not going to be streaming on Sunday.
Yes, no stream, no speedrun Saturday, or speedster run Saturday, and no stream today.
It's Americans Mother's Day, which...
As it turns out.
In my defense, Mother's Day is a completely different month in the UK.
Yep. In my defense, I have no defense.
So me forgetting is a thing. Yeah, we're going to see family, and we're going quite a bit further than we normally do, so there will be, no stream
happening.
So we'll finish Fire Emblem 7 on Tuesday instead.
Yep.
I think what was the poll between this, Revenant Wings, and
Iconoclast maybe?
Iconoclast, I think it was, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's right. Stop it. Don't you fucking crystallize me.
Yeah, I completely didn't realize. On the other hand, I did forget UK Mother's Day.
So it's not like she has that much of a defense.
It's not that much of a defense. When we went to my friends in April, my mom mentioned that my older brother got her something for Mother's Day, and I was like, oh fuck.
Oh shit.
Oh fuck, I didn't get you anything, so I bought her a handbag.
Yeah. So we do that up, and we see what appear to be some jail cells, and they are locked.
Well, they're all starved to death, so that's something.
Yeah.
Presumably because their jailers turned to crystal.
Ah, okay, so these things can be a little hard to understand, but this is a button. It's activated when it's green like this, and it unlocks these doors. Ah, the Abyss. Big fan.
I love the Abyss. It was kind of mean having a prison over the Abyss. He has finished this game many times.
Yes. I've beaten this game on hard mode, if you need an idea of how much I've played it. Also a tree down here. And, you know, a bit of ruin kind of starting to creep in. So. This place has definitely seen better days. On around here. I mean, there's a reason that we're going west first.
Yeah.
It's that I feel confident enough that I can actually do it. By the way.
Alright, fourth bit.
Indeed. This game is awesome and I love it. There we go.
We're done.
Beautiful.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Generally something will happen when you get all four of them.
Ah, the monster's coming to get us. Oh, we opened the gates of hell. That's great.
We're just remembering.
I love opening the gates of hell.
Fond memories with
Oh, we made little friends for ourselves. Hello.
those things
Oh, I made crows.
picking at us and kind of just then disappearing. Nothing weird about that. Yeah, I absolutely adore this game. I have played so much of it. It's just so much fun, like moment to moment. It can be a bit janky at times, but I've basically always felt like it's, you know, alright. There we go. Wasn't quite explicit there what that was. But we do get another data bit for our troubles.
Money.
Yep. Cash is generally the reward you get for noticing things.
Money. 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 How
There's
could
the
you not
unlock.
notice the good dog? The good dog.
North is also a reasonable starting area.
Copper.
East and North, I think, are both relatively close in difficulty.
Down into pit. Down into pit.
Up out of pit, actually. By the way, that little thing in the corner there is that for some reason when you're on elevators, it switches to mouse controls.
Ah.
That's a consistent glitch.
Oh, goodness.
Normally that hits more of them. Ow. Yeah, a lot of the times you'll come straight up here, get attacked by dogs, and they'll all die on the crystal field. A good warning to you to be fucking careful. A lot more of those.
Oh, hello! You're adorable! You're gonna kill this adorable man, aren't you?
I am. He has about 1 billion
He
health.
has lots of health.
There we go.
Bye, adorable man.
Yeah, he's quite good for shooting with a gun. Don't you fucking start. Uh-oh.
Oh, there's Dirk! Hello, Mr. Dirk!
Hello, Dirk. Boy, these crystals, they start coming and they don't stop coming.
So, is the crystal... Are we going with, like, a cordyceps parasite here?
Potentially. Oh god, I think I just killed like 3 of them. It certainly seems to have some degree of sapience. These guys aren't too bad to deal with as long as you get the fuck out whenever they're about to start smacking.
It also seems to take over, like, those raccoons.
Ow. Didn't even realize that I was low on health. You can die very fast in this game. There are things that do 2 damage. So yeah, see, we woke up basically at this doorway. So the penalty for dying is generally not very high. Fucking start with me. Oh my. My defense, there are quite a lot of these boys here.
Yeah.
There are things that would make these golems easier to deal with. I have none of them.
That's fair.
The dash attack is nice though, because it really lets you go in safely.
Hi, Mr. Big Golem Man.
I'm hitting a rock. Yes, that's what happens. You take 1 damage and get crystallized, so you're often going to take more than 1 damage.
Oh, bugger. Oh, Jesus. This first aid kit was a trap?
A little bit.
That was a trap.
Little bit. Another little secret icon right here. Hop over this way. We get another health pack, which I don't need, but hey. And another data bit. By the way, I like how when you're crystallized, each time you hit the button, he like has a different pose. Trying to work his way out of it.
Oh. Oh, well.
Ah, yes, watch out for the devils. By the way, you do not have any iframes when you are...
Oh, that's why I need to damage too.
Yes. You don't have any iframes when you're healing. So, heals are quick in this game, but you do have to make sure that you get them out of the way. I believe there's... Get across to there. Actually, what am I talking about? Dumb. Usually, if this game shows you a thing, it means it's a thing.
That skeleton was just contemplating his life and you killed him.
I'd argue that skeletons can't really contemplate.
No.
Now what might this be? This is something I didn't discover until I was like 2 or 3 areas in.
Of course.
Yup. When the first time that I got the 5th like triangle in an area and it popped out and like just started filling in the rest of the square, it was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, there you go.
You only need to find 4 of these in each area to win the game, like to beat the game.
I was wondering because there were the 2 paths.
Yes.
And it was a bit weird that, you know, you got the other 2
Yep.
on one path.
And generally speaking, 4 of them are a lot more obvious than... Like, 4 of them are fairly well hidden. 4 of them are much more difficult to find.
Open, like that guy.
Yeah, basically, like, you'll run into them on your way as opposed to having to find them behind a secret.
Yeah.
So, every area, I think, can be beaten without you knowing that one of those secrets exists. Don't you fucking start with me. That guy fell out of a fucking tree there. I have a gun too. The gun dudes at least only have 3 health. Oh, by the way, they can also get caught in the...
He just walked across that pit.
He did, yes. They do usually fall down. He must have had like a really weird property there, because usually that does do what you'd expect it to do to them.
Fall in pit.
Yep. Get all pitted out. Around here. There is something else around here that we haven't quite seen yet. Definitely have to figure out how to get around
so
there.
we've joined up with that path, isn't it? Ish.
We're around there, yeah. I believe the actual way to go here. It's actually up where this dude is. Yeah.
Buddy?
Yep, there we go. Dashes themselves don't have iframes, but they move you pretty well. But something else does.
So there's these blue guys and there's the raccoons. So they were fighting a war, I guess.
Indeed. There's also,
Probably why the raccoons don't like us very much. Yep. Hello, there's that Titan thing they shot at.
Yeah, these Titans, they are in fact part of the environment.
And done fucked up because I think the crystal really started living when they... Whoops. They done fucked
Also a little
up.
fire pit over here, so someone else has been around.
Maybe that guy who rescued us.
Ah, you walk around this way. You find one of these.
Hello.
Bit hard to see what that was, but don't worry about it. There's also this. This is a script. It's a direct cipher. I'm not sure if it's this specifically or if it's stuff that you see elsewhere, but people have in fact translated that. We'll talk about it later. But those monuments are basically another collectible in this game. Up this way.
Bros.
So there's a ladder there that we can't get to. There's a raccoon that's kind of...
Oh my.
I get the feeling this came from, you ever seen like those things of like peat bogs where like things are partially submerged and partially not? So like the parts that are submerged get preserved the way they were, the parts that are not basically decompose at regular rates. There's some really funky pictures of it. This elevator here is where the path meets. So if we were to go the other way, we'd come up here. So this is a shared area. So watch your step. Ow. So yeah, that just took most of my health away.
Ouch.
These things, anything that does 2 damage in this game is outrageously dangerous. Ah, I might not actually be able to do
You might die.
Yeah, that's a thing.
You need like a super.
You need a power-up. I mean, I could have gone further than I did, but I know that I'm pretty sure at the end of that is a thing that I know I can't do. What I really should be doing here is like stop it, or is like moving off immediately. You do have some iframes, by the way, when you're injured, but it's like very limited, which can lead to ridiculous situations like that. Like here, I really want to be careful because I don't want my third dash to end with me on top of the crystals, but you know, like that. But yeah, so this is a full field of crystals. I can't get here the way that my dash is. I would basically, I mean, I might be able to blag it the way that they turn off, but I might also just die. So let's just don't. Yeah, you actually have to jump really fast when you do that, by the way. Because these crystals are fucking aggressive.
Might die anyway.
Yep, you never know.
Hello, good doggo. Bye, Anubis.
Follow him up this way. I hear some stuff in the distance.
Hello.
Some familiar sounds, in fact. Sounds like us.
Thanks for the rescue earlier.
So, this guy, you meet him in every area, and he will mark 4 of the cubes, of the diamonds. So if you've missed them, he'll give you an idea of where 4 of them are. He won't tell you where 4 of the others are, or acknowledge they exist at all. But he'll also tell us a little bit about himself. Turns out we're not the only ones hunting these, or the only ones who've seen, this. So, what he did tell us there is one more over here, which is in this path. It won't tell you if it's above or below ground, but a lot of times you can kind of figure out by, like, you know, that thing or this here. The fact that rooms exist.
Yep.
Often helpful for that, but, thanks, pal. Call me pal, bud.
Don't call me bud, friend.
Call me friend, pal. Glad to get a heal thing, because I kind of don't have any heal things.
Yeah?
Spikes, the most dangerous thing known to man.
Oh, so it's a mystery. Who this person is? I know. They're cool, though. They're cool.
I mean, Friend just has a helmet on, but everything we know about Friend tells us he's pretty cool.
He did save our life.
He saved our lives. We heard that he saved the lives of someone else from someone in town.
Guy.
And so we get another one of these doors. Luckily, we do in fact have 3, so we can pay the price of admission here. Which of course does mean that we're just going deeper and deeper in. I think I'll buy the Chain Dash next. These guys always fire 3 shots. So bait him into that and he'll be good. A lot of things in this game are very much designed to be taken out by one of your combos. But when you get mobbed by a billion enemies, that system can kind of not be suitable for you.
We're getting close to where I assume Crystal Raccoon Guy lives.
Yeah, I mean, it's up here, so we are making our way... We've made our way pretty well through this forest so far. You know, had a few diversions along the way, but hey. Who's to say?
We need money. We love money.
Yeah. That blue thing there is actually a flower. Lock in another portion. Not really sure why he wasn't.
Firing? Yeah, a bit weird.
Oh dear, one of the Dirks hit that crystal thing and basically died instantly.
Oh no!
Ow! I also got crystalled. The way to get this is to trigger it, grab it, and then get the fuck out of there.
Fair enough.
Always beware gun dudes.
Life lesson.
Yep. There we go. There's the path over here. Hello!
Hello! Jerky boys. I'm gonna look at what these
So one thing about this game is a lot of enemies don't have official names. Most of the names are community things. I know the little guys are confirmed to be Dirks, but I don't know if there's names known for a lot of the other enemies.
Just called Crystal Knights.
Yep, there we go.
And Crystal Knight Pistolier.
Oh my.
Crystal Spider and Crystal Wolf.
Oh, here is another elevator.
And the golem is called Crystal Brute.
He is quite a brute.
Golem.
Yes, the thing in the original game, when you picked up a med kit, it was actually gone for a while. I think they did eventually refill, but the ways that they did it were kind of unclear. By the way, look where we found ourselves. One of the ones that he told us about, and if we just, clear off the garbage a little bit. But yeah, the whole thing was very dumb that health packs could become a limited resource. I'm really happy that they made them respawn a lot more regularly. There we go. Another crystal.
Babies? They're golems. They're adorable. Waddles.
Yes, the bosses in the game do not have official names, except through certain ones that have Steam trading cards.
Call them waddles. Waddles.
You can call them waddles because they waddles.
I'm gonna call them waddles.
Oh, that was productive.
Yeah, there are a lot of skeletons in this game. This
place has seen some better days, we could say. You might even say that there was some sort of apocalyptic event that happened.
Fake.
Alright. There's a little bit more down there to go through. And another raccoon.
Goodbye.
Briefly another raccoon. Yes. By the way, when you're paused, the game is not actually paused.
Oh.
Can't use that to get away from battles completely.
Uh-oh.
You can warp away, so if you're quick, you can like go to a teleport pad and hit the thing before you die, but not necessarily always a thing that you can manage. Oh, up here, I believe this is the not progress. Yeah, there we go. So of course I should have kept going here in the first place, but I thought this led to the room that was downstairs.
Secret.
So we get a little data bit for our troubles, but the thing this game really likes to do is present you with one reward with another reward right behind it. Which is one of those things
Hi,
I like.
Skelly Man.
There's also a cart behind him. You get a lot of sense of like, this wasn't always a battleground. People did used to live here. Which is one of the things I really like in a world. People always compared people compared this game to Dark Souls, partly because it was trying to compare everything to Dark Souls.
It's kind of more wheelbarrow than a cart.
That is true, yeah. It's definitely wheelbarrow-y. But the way that this game tells story environmentally is definitely very inspired by Dark Souls, we'll say.
Shh, don't worry about it, Belfon.
Yeah, the little islands that you're standing on, those are just, you know, light that you drift on. I don't know.
Fine, shh.
Hyperly.
Don't question it. Don't question it.
By the way, enemies will occasionally respawn, but usually you have to get quite far away for it to happen.
Do the patterns we keep seeing on the walls and stuff mean it?
Like all the little dots and stuff?
Yeah.
Ow. I think they're window dressing. Could be wrong though. People might have figured things out about them. Clearly a way down here, but we can't get through it. Hello.
Doggo joined the party.
Ah. Dogs attack very fast and aggressively, by the way. Yeah, the reason I went for the slash and dash here is because you bait them into an attack, fly through them for 2 damage, and their attack whiffs completely. And you feel like a badass. Plus, it also can one-shot a lot of these guys, which is very, very useful. Ah. Dirk made me bleed.
He did. Flash attack.
Hit him with a slash attack.
I always like to hit.
Another key door. We have not found a key yet.
No keys.
There, you gotta spend keys to make keys.
No.
You know, them.
Literally no one says that, honey.
Those people who say that.
Literally no one says that.
Pretty sure they say that.
No one says that.
I've definitely heard them say that
Not a
once or
single
twice.
person said that, honey. Not a single person.
By the way, if I try to dash through them regularly, I just kind of press up against them and then they hurt me.
Yeah.
I think the gun guys are like trying to get a position on me and failing.
That's fair. Oh no! He wiggled! He was wiggling. Oh no!
Don't mind me, guys. Just stealing some credits. This is somewhere where bullet reflection is quite good.
That a thing you can get?
Yes, when you're dashing, you can get a thing that reflects bullets, and then also you can buy something that when you slash reflects bullets.
Ah.
Which, oddly enough, are things that those guys do. Like I was saying earlier, they can reflect your own shots back at you.
Yeah.
You can do that to them, because turnabout is in fact fair play. The big things with these guys is that aggression basically pays off a lot more than
Caution.
pulling back, because they leap pretty far when they attack you. We're also seem to be getting into the raccoon stronghold here, given all of these crystalline raccoon statues we're seeing.
They're not all that happy. They were fighting a war against Blue-faced dudes.
Indeed.
We're a Blue-faced dude ourselves.
We are, in fact, a dude of blue persuasion. Yeah, you can definitely quick draw these guys. Ah, yes, this always confused the fuck out of me. So, like, if we go up here, there's actually a little path that you can get through. And it always seemed to me like you really should be able to, like, find a path up in these woods, especially because you can, like, the camera tilts over and you can see there's clearly something over there. But actually, there's nothing on this side that, to tell you about it. Or you, like, there's nothing on this side, basically, to give you a reward for that. It's just showing you where it is. And the actual secret entrance is the one down there that we stepped into.
Alright.
That has fucked me up so many times. Anything else around here before I pop over? Doesn't look it. Let's go see what's over here.
Murder of flowers and dogs.
That's me. I don't know why I can't just step over him, but hey. Beautiful.
Hello.
And yeah, there are a lot of tarot references that mostly come from outside of the game, like names that are given to it from outside. Like I said, there are Steam trading cards that give names to certain things that are tarot cards. Alright, I'm definitely not getting absolutely everything as I go through, but luckily for us, if we were to minimize all of the windows over there, my desktop background has every upgrade, or has every data bit and everything in the game on it.
I love you, Pinata.
The map is very good.
I mean, you have a 360.
I own a 360, yes. It was taken out for not quite having room.
I had to start over again.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Ow.
I did not bring the stick that has my profile
Too many guns,
on it.
too many guns. Too many guns. I did not want to check out all of those guns.
Nope.
But it's fine. It almost sound like an alarm. Here we go. Enemy that dropped a data bit.
Yeah, I can play Perfect Dark Co-op. Yeah. I used to play Perfect Dark Co-op with a friend on the N64 a lot.
So I'm shooting that open to make sure that I can get through this, or that I have a place to dash to so that I don't get completely shit-wrecked on these crystals. There we go.
Like we basically used to play that almost every time we came over. That was our go-to game.
I think I broke it.
Uh-oh.
I'm stuck in the wall now.
Oh no.
Oops!
Uh-oh. How did you manage?
I dashed through the wall there.
No, can you dash out of a wall?
Possibly not. Oops! The collision in this game, like most things in the Game Maker engine, is not 100%, you might say. I've definitely seen things like this before. There are some ways to get on the map, but... Well, guess we're going back.
Is there really no way to get out?
Probably not.
Uh-oh.
Well, time to buy the chain dash. Oops! It's fine. This just means that I can get all the dumb bullshit that I really wanted to, and also show off the other path. Oh, I'm gonna feel so much better after this. So if we buy this upgrade here...
The one you want and not the other one?
This is, yes. This is the chain dash. So, normally you're restricted to 3 dashes. Now we're restricted to many dashes. This is fairly tough to do because there is a very specific rhythm that you have to hit it at. And it will also consume stamina, so the only way, like, this is one of the only places in the room that you can actually do it infinitely. There we go. So there's an achievement in this game for doing this a lot.
Oh, you got it?
No. Because when I say a lot, I mean a lot. Yeah? Might actually be easier with a PS4 controller, but then again... So, we saw that that one door opened, but that there is in fact another one, and that has something else behind it. To get that, you need 800 dashes.
Ouch.
We did 141 there. 800 dashes takes about 4.5 minutes to get.
Ouch.
And if you smack into a wall at any point here, you lose it. If you, like, mistime a dash and the window is quite tight, you lose it. If you fuck up in any way at all, you lose it. This thing is ridiculously difficult to the point where I have tried this for like half hours at a time and not managed to get it. But the important thing now is that I can fucking move. I will kick the shit out of myself though. You're gonna be getting that quite a lot.
Plunked it.
I do this all the time and I hit my face and it's great. By the way, now that we have 4 of these, this thing's lit up.
Yep.
So that's neat. Let's head back and do the top section. On the warp. Probably grab that thing as well as we go along. Yep. Forever playing Bonk Percent.
Bonk percent.
The chain dash is absolutely absurd mobility. And I feel way better playing with it because even outside of the hilarious situations where you want to do it 50 times, being able to dash 5 times makes combat feel a lot better. The thing that you have to do with it that's very hard to intuit is the fact that it's like, I really should have gone this way first. Oh well, it's fine. But the thing that you kind of have to intuit about it is that you actually have to dash faster. Like, each dash has to be faster than the last one to start the chain up.
Spider got you.
Spider. Yeah, so if I could reflect bullets, it would be nice, but I can't. You jackass. I believe hitting that made these platforms appear. The thing about these platforms is that they will disappear as soon as you stand on them. Didn't turn that off. Ah, it's just a hole.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
So yes, this is an area where the chain dash starts becoming useful. If I could do it correctly. There we go. It's fine. It's all fine. I'm definitely good at this game. I'm not missing around here. Doesn't look it. Yeah, it does consume the same stamina bar as our dash attack. So it's important to note that. And you will stop doing it once you run out. But it's not too bad. You tend to get used to it. I'll take another heal pack. Fuck off, all of you.
Spider.
door is locked. At least the game is very open about that.
What do you mean it's locked? It's shut. It's the opposite of open, honey.
True. Go away. Hell yeah, useless heal pack.
Woo!
I'm about it.
Woo!
A lot more of these dudes with guns. Oh boy. I'm fine. Need y'all to stop shooting at me. I don't appreciate this. The gun dudes do only have 2 health at least. I'll need some crystals to slash to get all my bullets back, though. Eventually, it's useful to get ammo upgrades just for the sake of, you know, having a few more shots before you have to be slashing things, especially for these long-range enemies. And, okay, I can't get this. So, if you look there, there is a switch. However, if I can manage to shoot the switch, it rejects me, basically.
Okay.
Also completely out of heal packs. So
Rejected.
Ow. I fell down there. This game is mean. Game was mean to me.
Game is so mean to you.
This is another mechanic we've not yet seen.
I thought.
Swamps will, I believe, instant kill you if they smack you up against a wall. No. If they do just, like, hit you out into space, they'll just push you, though. Kinder, gentler Thwomp. Yes, please.
Need all first aid kits we can get hands on.
There are definitely times in this game where you were like, oh my god, please, be a health pack. Hello there. Bunch of y'alls. Kinda out in the distance.
Chilling in their jail cells, don't worry about it.
Chilling in their jammies.
You freed them to kill them, you monster.
He had a data bit on him.
Just like to kill things.
I do, it's fun. Shot me faster. Speaking of shooting, if I hit this thing, yeah, there we go. So there are ways to turn those guys off.
There is a big weird looking motherfucker in the bottom left there. Hello.
So there is. Probably not important.
Are we setting him free?
It seems like the ethical thing to do. Nailed it. Can't imagine anything bad happening because I do this. These are, Leapy Boys.
Neat.
They are fairly aggressive.
Pretty dumb, though.
Yeah, you know. It's a fine line. Doesn't look like there's too much else out here, but hey,
Nope.
he had a data bit on him.
Worth it.
Always looking around corners, just in case. Definitely blow those up. Don't even lie to me, game. Ow. Spider thing.
Waddles!
Ran out of gun. You can hear something in the distance. Always useful to keep that in mind. Don't think I can get it currently, though. It's fine.
And he's chilling, he's waiting.
Oh dear. That's definitely a wall splatter.
Yeah.
Ow. Ow.
Get help.
Hi, I'm Michael Jordan. Ow. Get him. Sometimes with these guys, you will just dodge in exactly the wrong direction. Also, hello there.
Oh goodness, that is a lot of spiders.
Isn't it? Ah, yes.
Hello.
Hi! Take my chances with the spiders,
Murdered
thanks.
by spiders.
I know, little dude. I really want to heal too. There's another one of you. I hear you skittering.
Skitter, skitter.
I think what we'll do is go for the boss after we get through this area. And try to beat him to finish up the stream.
Alright. Need to try and get some more medkits for that.
Ah, we will, yes. Luckily, we'll be able to get to that last area a lot faster once we beat this. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh
good
god. That should hopefully turn them off.
I'm gonna heal.
Healings for cowards.
With you.
There we go. Everything went fine. By the way, if I was to hit that again, it would reactivate them, the guns. So be careful about that.
There are a couple of medkits in here.
Oftentimes, medkits will come in like groups like that. I'm hearing something. Perhaps I should look around all of these cells. Perhaps that one on the right has a secret to it. Not just a guy whose clever plan was to lock himself in. Although I admit, that was pretty good.
He got ya. Got you twice, even. Uh-oh. Fucking crystal spider in there.
Yep. It's all fine and good. Once we make our way through this... Ah, we see the area where all those other guys actually were before. So we were down there.
Yep, yep.
Before. Just gonna opt out of that, let's say.
Yep. Alright, that's all of them.
There we go. This is all 8 for the area. Which also means that we can get through that one door. One thing that I did not notice the first time around is that there's doors that involve all 8 of them. Because you look at it, like, 4 of them light up in the center, and I'm like, well, I got all of them.
Let's just switch to the top
That's what it has to be. That will take us back. Yeah, so we just went in a big old circle. Sorry, I need that.
Definitely do.
Ow.
Ow.
Get ready for me to bang my fucking face on things a lot.
Yeah. Seem like the type.
That's me. Oh dear. Okay, other than getting fucking sniped there, that was pretty good. I believe their crystals do stop the your bullets. Also an AoE around them. You want to like slide in, get some slashes in, and then run the fuck away.
Slide out again.
There we go. We didn't quite get the view on that, but that's a thing that you do when you win like battle rooms where they lock you in.
Is it worth backtracking when you
slam your sword
stuff?
down. When you get new stuff, see if you can unlock anything. Generally, but we haven't actually gotten the
Grab
one
that
collectible
head.
that is like the absolute best. The thing, like, there's different stuff that unlocks different things. Basically nothing in this game is ability based. It's all like you found different collectibles for them. But I think usually things are like discrete areas. So like most areas have a 3-door and most areas have an 8-door. The 8-door is almost always essentially bonus content that you should be taking care of after the boss. But generally speaking, if anything catches your fancy, you might as well just follow it through as far as you can. Or like make notes for things. Hello there. Nailed it.
Hidden platform, still your nemesis, I see.
As always. Okay, so this is the important thing here. This is what we came up to get the warp. This is what we go up to continue.
Oh,
You make a giant circle.
Yeah.
Around this area, and when you come back, it's much quicker. Which means that if you have to warp away and then come back to fight the boss, it is actually a much quicker run than it would seem at first. Ow. Of course, now that I have this, I can do dumb shit. Which I'm sure you all want to see.
Yep.
By the way, generally better to take the fall damage than to take the spike damage, because it's 1 to 2 here. That said, because I can do this, I should be able a little bit better at doing, at getting across this, maybe. You
Don't
do,
hit
in
the
fact,
tree.
have some iframes when you bash your fucking head on things,
Ah.
which can save you in this instance. There we go. And there we go. We did, in fact, get a key. There are 4 keys in all 4 major areas.
Okay, so
for a total of 16.
It's not like keys for each door. It's just
Nope.
have a certain number.
It
of
is as
keys.
long as you have this many keys, you must have this many keys to pass, basically. It may look like we can get back there, but no. It's fine! It's still fine! Better than getting smacked by spikes.
Yep.
So, keys are generally some of the, much tougher to find now. Upgrades, or, prizes for things. So, like, you get health packs for things that aren't super secret, but that they wanted to reward you for. You get data bits for things that are a bit more explicitly secret. You get keys for things that are like, you know, you actually
gone.
really have to see things. And yeah, he's moved on.
Our friends moved on.
He's a man of action. A drifter of action.
The enemies are back, I see.
Yes, which should also mean the health packs are back. Later, fuckers. Ow. Fine.
Grab that help.
Yep. Can't remember if we did everything up. I don't think we did.
Don't get stuck in
Yes,
the
this
wall
is
again.
where we got stuck in the
Yeah,
wall.
Don't get stuck in the wall again. Oh god.
I know, right?
Don't dash into that wall.
Look, it's never happened before. Ah, there we go. We're actually blocked off from this side, so we'll have to come from the other side to be able to get over here. Bye. Ah, I didn't quite get through him because I ran into the wall there. There we go. Ah, damn, I was trying to get the kill on him before I started healing. Alright, though. Also, when you pick things up, I don't believe you lose them on death. Enemies may respawn. Fine. Die. Usually, if you get them, like, with 2 shots left, you can, or, like, when they're rearing back, if they have 2 health left, you can probably kill them before they get you.
the one time it didn't.
Well, you know. Nobody's perfect.
There's like a finite amount of money in this game.
Yes, all money is like collectibles, and all, like I said, all of the enemy drops are deterministic. Of course, there's only a finite number of things to spend money on, and there's far more money than there are things to spend it on.
Ah, okay.
You will eventually end up with an absolutely hilarious number of data bits if you like are exploring everything in the game. Ah! By the way, your hitbox is often more forgiving than it looks. That's the way. Matter fuckers. By the way, along with being able to shoot out of a, or to jump out of a shoot, or shoot out of a slash, you can also slash out of a shot. Possibilities for combos are endless-ish. Possibilities for head hits are definitely endless, though.
Yep.
Nothing at all suspicious over here.
Nope.
Oh, weird. Can't believe there was anything over here.
Ah, we can afford another upgrade.
Yep.
Bonk.
Warned you about the bonks.
Did.
Quick look at our map. We are getting pretty close here.
Yep.
In fact, you see a door like this. Let's do this.
Alright.
I think with the slash attack I should be okay.
Are we gonna die to giant crystal raccoon man? Oh goodness. Oh, he has a lot of health.
Yep, bosses tend to have quite a bit.
Ah. Like all the enemies attacks in one.
Yep. He will start hitting you with these double slash attacks. The dash and slash attack or the slash and dash attack I have is very good here. Because it lets you kind of dodge through him and screw with his AI. Yeah, he'll basically slash towards you. So if you're suddenly behind him... Damn it.
Walked right into that one.
By the way, I believe he's doing 2 damage.
Yeah.
He's also summoning friends. At least I think certain attacks he has to do that. Friends are finite.
Yeah, they are in the crystal.
His attack pattern is fairly well established. Not happening quite yet. It'll be 3 slash attacks, this crystal smash, and then a gun. Gonna heal here for safety's sake.
Fights, or is it?
No, it's what you bring with you. Some fights have medkits with them. By the way, he's doing 3 slashes now, but it's fine.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
Nice, I'm in 2 now. Didn't quite have my dash and slash back yet. Close though.
You guys voted for him to do the hardest boss
Yep.
first. Guys are mean.
Yeah, you can see he will absolutely just shit can you if you are not careful. Ah, he does lazy Susan there. Interesting. Yeah, I'm basically taking advantage of the fact that I know he's gonna go twice here. I have a gun too, you know. I want to be getting these in when I can, just to, Whee! By the way, as long as I get the kill, it's fine.
You have to get the kill, though.
That's not important. Ah, I was real close there. I went out a little too soon, thought I could get him. Almost, though. I'm gonna be able to get this. I have done much worse shit than this in this game.
Half an hour later.
Yep. Important thing to know about this game is aggression is almost always rewarded. I've ended up in a strange place.
Don't worry about it.
By the way, as long as I have any stamina, I can do one of the attacks, which is good because it takes up like half my meter. Yep. Yeah, him summoning friends is definitely one of the hardest parts of this fight. To be fair, once we beat him, I will be fundamentally invincible and it'll be great. Let myself get hit a little too much there. That attack does 2 damage. Interesting. Possibly some hitboxes. It would also help if I could like reflect bullets back and other fun things. You can get him to kill his own buddies at least. Yeah, so like he just died without him coming into the battlefield, so that's good. Big thing I'm gonna want to do is just make sure that I'm never really, or that I'm always focusing entirely on dodging him when he's, you know, in his kick my shit in mode. That's really the dangerous part. Uh-oh. Ah, sick dodge by that one dude. He also fires in a consistent rhythm. weird. Got him.
Got him. There we go.
I knew he was pretty low there, and for that, he fully crystallizes and falls away. Bosses tend to give you 3 data chips as well. So yeah, there, now we actually get to see the slam your sword into the ground thing. And he also seems to have something on him. It's
Gun.
a gun. So you can hold 2 guns at once. There are more than 2 guns in the game. You know that gun he was firing at us? We have that now.
Yeah.
It's quite good. This is one of the better weapons in the game. I would say the East has my favorite weapon in the game. And I can't wait to go get that, but it's kind of going to be interesting playing the game without that for certain portions, because I'm so used to it that a lot of fights are quite a bit different.
Are you gonna have a vote on where you go next?
I guess we'll see.
Hello. Dude, back.
It happens.
It's you. Get lost, buddy.
It's fine.
No. Hey, Crows.
It's fine.
Get back in. Go on.
Let's go do what we're here for.
Are we here?
Question.
Not really sure why we're doing anything.
There we go. Boss is dead. We have now activated one of the 4 of these. So along with getting 4 of the crystal things, you also have to lift this up. This thing is what lowers blocks.
Ah.
So now any block pointing to the left has gone down.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah, the camera locking on the boss is something I didn't really notice before. Nothing untoward around here, I'm sure. Nothing whatsoever. I would definitely take that. We'll go through this last little area here and then finish up.
Right.
That'll be most of the west completed, although there'll be bits that I'm definitely going to want to do. Come back here for it. Of course, we only found one of the keys. By the way, you will usually snap to the closest thing, even if it's like not the full length of your dash. It doesn't work 100% of the time, though.
The keys?
Oh, did we get 2 of the keys? Nope.
One.
And we might find one in here. I don't quite remember where all 4 of them are. I will definitely make sure that I check up after we beat areas. But for now, I'm kind of just doing things as I see them.
Yep.
Here. Alley-oop.
Boop, boop. Ah, gun, yeah, gun and key. We got a gun.
Yes,
not
we got a
key.
gun. It did show the key screen for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
I did notice that happening.
Ah.
Anyway, we end up back here. And luckily for us, because we did that thing, we can just fly down here. Now, granted, I could also have just warped at any point. And now that we're back on the critical path, I think I will do that. But, yeah, that is the first area of Hyper Light Drifter.
All
Not
right.
done, but done.
Beat the boss. Beat the boss, man.
There will be more things to done once we have more keys and more weapons. But hey, this was a good start. Ah, yes, we also didn't do the 8-pip area
Yeah.
as well.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do that next time, though, since we're going for 2.5 hours.
Yep.
I think this is a good stopping point.
Yep.
And I hope everybody enjoyed.
Yep.
I'm definitely having fun. The raccoon boss, who is called the Hanged Man by the Steam cards, is one of the tougher ones in the game, particularly with the stuff that I have. If I had the ability to like go back, or if I had the ability to shoot his bullets back at him, that would have helped a lot, because that gives you a lot of chip damage on him. And if I had a better gun, it probably would have been a bit easier. But we still made our way through it, which is the really nice thing about this.
Good.
So next time we will either go meet some birds or check in on some stoats and frogs.
Not frogs.
Oh.
Oh.
Guess we'll see what we see.
No. Gonna kill some stoats? Don't kill stoats.
Might not be me.
Aww.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. See you tomorrow for cards.
Yes, cards, Eternal, new set. Should be some fun drafts.
Bye.